Oracle. What should they call her? What should they call her? Oracle. Do the elements. Hey, my loves. Hey, everybody. I know that I've been away for a while, especially with TikTok. It's been a minute. I've been doing some videos, but not really any lives. And we're gonna get into it today. I feel like New Year, and let's not get into if it's the new year and all that shit, okay? When you have enough people who are on a particular frequency, what we have is a new season. What's good, Mel? What's good, Enterprise? Everybody coming in, right? What's good, Shannon? Hey, everybody. So we're just going to take a look at what's happening. Hey, Sunshine is my therapy. I want to look at all the elements. We're in Capricorn season. What's good, Honesty Manifest? We're going to start with what's good, April. We're going to start with the earth signs because we're in Capricorn season. And, you know, if you look at the collective, there is a lot of like earth shaking news or rattle sabering. Okay, there's a lot of foundations that are being shaken up. And we should look at all of that. We're going to see what's going on. But first, before we do that, I'm going to get a card for the general energy for everyone. So we'll take a look at that. That candle don't want to light. Okay, we're going to take a general energy for everybody. And take a look at what we got going on. Let's use the Earth Warriors. What's happening, peoples? What's going on? Spirit, can you show me, please? Let me get this off of mirroring. It drives me nuts. I don't know why they do that. Okay. Let's see. Spirit, can you show me, please? What is it that the collective needs to know right now? What does the collective need to know right now? Hey, everybody coming in. Hey. Show me this. What does the collective need to know for this new year, this January, for everyone listening now and later? What is the message you would like to give all souls on this Monday? Woo. Okay. We have Nana Buluku and Alakoa. Okay, so I'm going to read both of those really quickly, and then we'll get started. So first is number 29. And it says, she rests to create. Your energy is a precious resource, and there are ways of being that can enhance, amplify, and replenish it. Give yourself sufficient rest, and you shall find the way forward more effortless. Explore the lifestyle that grows your inner resources, rather than requiring constant exertion and exhaustion to accomplish an endless list of external pursuits. You need this shift in being now because you are ready to accomplish more. For this to take place, there needs to be less effort and more wisdom. Trust and value what can be achieved through rest. Okay. So first off, it's giving work smarter, not harder. But as well, it's giving limiting beliefs, okay, and not limiting ourselves. Hey, my love. Hey, ethereal, right? Not limiting ourselves, okay? There's not a prayer with this card, but I feel like what we're supposed to be doing is making sure that we're in alignment with our goals and not our past. What's good, Miss Clara? Right? And not our past. Because if you were to judge what you could possibly do by what you've done, you've already put a cap. Spirit is saying, what's good, sunshine, is my therapy, right? So, and then the next one is Alakoa, Spirit of the Warrior, number 34. And that one says, Spirit of the Warrior, though you yearn for peace, you recognize that without truth, genuine peace can never be. Even if it triggers an upheaval of transformation, the need to set things right is strong in you. This is the inner drive of the spiritual warrior, the compelling soul need to uphold truth, goodness, and justice. You will fight for those things because that is your way, spirit warrior. Trust, see, and feel the positive impact that you are making in this world. You are relentless, and your divine and the divine is within you. So they're also talking about keeping our frequency in alignment with the most high and the highest good for ourselves and those around us. And by doing that, we uplift the all consciousness, spirit is saying. Okay, let's see what prayer is with this. Personal questions are done at the end and for people who are followers. Okay, the enemy shall never grip me. I shall not be overcome. I am led and protected by the great and true spiritual warriors who lead love's army. Love's army. My steps in the world are fierce and compassion and love in action. I waver not, for I am a conqueror over darkness, spirit born and empowered by the sacred. I embody the truth for which I fight. I am defended, uplifted, and renewed. My hands are ever open to the replenishing power of grace. The divine delivers all necessary might. Divine love's prophecy is read, spoken, enacted in all realms. If love has not yet won, then the battle is not yet over. And so I rise with love and courage and wisdom. And it's crazy. What's good, Project XU? It's crazy because I did a reading over the weekend, and that too was talking about how we keep trying to be pushed in a direction that promotes hate. And so far, we have responded without perpetuating that. And by doing so, we're chipping away at that foundation, although it may not feel that way. Okay, so we're going to get into the earth signs. It's Capricorn season. Happy birthday, Capricorn. This is the first element of the year 2026. We're going to see what's good. I'm going to pull a challenge card, see what's the challenge for my earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Okay, that's what we're looking at. Let's get into it. Spirit, can you show me, please? Thank you guys for the love. I greatly appreciate you. Spirit, can you show me, please, what is the challenge for my earth signs this January? Let's make this the overall reading of the month. For this January, please, can you show me what is the challenge for my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Can you show me? High honor coming out crossed. Judication coming out crossed. I feel like there's some kind of caution, imprisonment. And official person at the bottom of the deck, toil and labor. Distant horizons. There's a feeling of restriction or having to follow strict boundaries, and earth signs absolutely do so. Okay? I believe right now we have Venus and Mars both in Capricorn, and by the end of the month, they'll both be in Aquarius. And that is Saturn's, one of Saturn's natural houses. And I feel like the foundation that you build right now, if you build that foundation on truth, on playing it by the rules, you won't have to come back and readdress some shit. There are eyes on you as we transition into the Aquarius house. Earth signs, there's a lot of coming into power, although you may not recognize that you're laying the foundation for that right now. Okay, so something that maybe you've been working towards for a long time is about to take off, or you've been at something, or you're starting something that needs to be, the rules need to be followed. But I feel like if you do that, okay, you're gonna and it may feel restricted, okay, because of this bad health card. Like, it could feel restricted, like, well, if I have to follow all these rules, I might not make it. But I feel like that is Saturn's way of trying to cultivate like a superpower in you. Okay, let's get into your reading, Spirit. Can you show me, please? Spirit says light up. Light up. Incense. Okay. Okay. Can you show me, please? For, here we go, Live Vegas. If anyone in the chat is looking for an agency, hit up Go Live Vegas. They're the best. That's my agency. Spirit, can you show me, please? For Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, January 2026, please. Personal questions will be held at the end. Okay, you've got the World at the bottom of the deck. You've got the Knight of Swords here. Okay, so there's some kind of unspoken conflict right now. Okay, you can feel the pressure of this unspoken conflict. Observation. Knight of Swords, Spirit, why? Why is that? So either somebody's trying to go to calmer waters around you, or you've been trying to go to calmer waters. You got the Eight of Cups here. You could be trying to leave a situation behind, or somebody's trying to leave a situation behind with you. But it feels like something else that you have been working towards, Daughter of Coins, has to do with your ancestors. Okay, the Death card. So you might have completed something, but now you're laying the foundation, like I said, to something new. But there's somebody who has a perception. Okay, could be a Gemini, but it doesn't have to be. Could be a Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? I feel like this person is observing you because it feels like coveting. Maybe they feel you have something that they want or that is theirs, or vice versa. Eight of Swords is here. Spirit, why is this Eight of Swords here with the Nine of Baskets? Okay. All right, Earth signs. So let me tell you the feeling that I'm getting. I feel like somebody doesn't want you to succeed at something. Okay, something that is like your wish fulfillment. Okay, with the Justice card, could be a Libra, right? But this also feels like they may have wanted this thing or may have done this thing and not done it so well. But for many of yous, this is somebody who's observing something that you're doing and they wish that they could do it. Okay, or they wish that they had the courage, or something to that effect. And so this person, whether energetically, physically, emotionally, spiritually, is wishing sabotage on you. What's good, Bree, right? Okay. And I feel like they've probably been doing this towards you. We on Earth, they've probably been feeling this way towards you for quite some time. Okay, maybe because something about you is not traditional, which is strange because Earth signs, you guys are very traditional. Feel something ethereal, and it's like this person wants to know what the secret sauce is. Spirit, what is this Moon card here for? Okay, it could be a Cancer of importance. I also feel like they secretly, they wish this Ten of Swords. But because they wish that, it's like they're going to receive that, okay? That's the Devil. Ever dance with the Devil at the pale moonlight, okay? And the Three of Coins, because it feels like you're trying to go about your business, Earth signs. It feels like somebody feels this particular type of way. Okay, and anybody trying to sabotage Earth signs, whether confrontationally or overtly, like it doesn't feel like it's going to go too well. Okay, so you got the Four of Wands cross. I feel like Earth signs, the most disturbance that you feel from this is just that, a disturbance. It's not causing the outcome that this person wish it would cause. Okay, why is this Four of Wands here? Can you show me, Spirit? Why is the Four of Wands here? Four of Wands comes out to the Two of Coins, and the Seven of Coins equals the Nine of Coins. Okay, so first off, the Two of Coins with this Seven of Coins is giving somebody doesn't have enough, okay? It's like, I'm going to give you a good example. You go to the beach. It's hot, right? You forgot your umbrella, right? You have iced tea and you forgot your shades. Okay, so now you're sitting at the beach on a blanket without an umbrella and without shades. Are you uncomfortable? Yes. Are you still at the fucking beach? Yes. Right? So it's as if this person wanted a bigger impact than what they're really getting. Some of yous, this is just a person who has intention towards yous. Others of yous, because I heard bang for the buck, they might have actually tried to do like some type of work or have some pay somebody for that. But arms too short to box with God. Okay, like I said, it's not enough with this Seven of Pentacles. Not enough to cause the intended outcome with the moon. I feel like what it's doing is it's exposing something to you, because it's a feeling of you knowing, although you might not put your finger exactly on the person. I feel like you're honing in like a GPS system. Okay, with the 10 of Wands, how this annoyance of not having your shades, using that as an analogy, right? Or the mini blockages that you're getting, you're feeling them like a discomfort. Okay, Spirit, 10 of Wands. I also would like to say before I read these two cards that Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, it's like even in the discomfort, situations come about that cause you to still be the Nine of Pentacles. Like, let's say that this person wanted you to lose your job. I'm going to give you an example. They wanted you to lose your job. You didn't lose your job, right? What ended up happening is that the office is going to be fumigated and they're having some problems at the building. So now they're saying everybody's going to get like half of a pay, right? And the office is going to be closed for 4 weeks. They fucked up your money a little bit, but you didn't lose your job. They caused an inconvenience. Do you understand? And then some other way that money still comes to you. Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. So 10 of Wands, while this person is doing this behavior, okay, they're not recognizing that they got a ticket on the way to work. Thank you for the gift. Okay, they're not realizing that they got like a ticket onto work. They're not realizing that something on the car, the radiator broke. They're not really realizing what's good, Ruby. They're not realizing that the more that they are energetically, physically, spiritually, monetarily, any kind of way, sending this frequency towards you, right, is going to cause them more issues, but it's also in some way assisting you, right? Because what did I say about something in the beginning about how the trials and tribulations were like somehow improving us, right? So as you are navigating these things, you're learning new things. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is here. Spirit, why is the Ace of Swords here? Hey, my love, how are you? Right, so we got Ace of Swords, Five of Cups, and the Four of Baskets. Ace of Swords, Five of Baskets, and the Four of Baskets. The truth is somebody's crying over spilled milk, okay? I'll show you those first. Right? Where are they crying over spilled milk? Look at their face every time they think about you. Right? This person could do it too. They could go after things they want or show up in ways, right? But look, with the Nine of Coins. What did I say? They could do it too, right? But it feels like they covet something that you have. Yes, let's say that it was something they wanted to do too. Start a business, buy a home, whatever, have a child, do a family, whatever this thing is that makes them look at you as in some way competition. But earth signs in reality, they have the same space and opportunity to carve out these ways for themselves. Okay? Look, the Fool. They ain't nothing but space and opportunity, boo-boo. But you're creating your own burdens, right? So this person is like low-key disrupted by your willingness. Okay, wow. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, you got the World with the Tower and the Ace of Pentacles. So it feels like you might have done some affirmation, some servitor, some type of ritual that anytime somebody speaks, moves negatively or positively or any kind of way, throws or pulls on your energy, that it manifests breakthroughs for you, because you have the World with the Tower and the Ace of Pentacles. So every time, you try to wish something on me or end something for me, it actually gives me the breakthrough for the coin. Okay? And then, the Fool still ended up at the bottom of the deck. Right? Causing themselves burdens. Okay? 4 Pentacles at the bottom of the other deck. With the 4 Cups. 8-8 is going to be important for you guys. Earth signs. I feel like something that you're laying the foundation for now. These can be infancy ideas. Although they may bring you a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights right now. And you may feel like you're making some type of sacrifice, or like you're crawling like small progress. Remember what I said in the beginning. Make sure that you're doing everything legit. Too legit to quit. Like, play by all the fucking rules, because in the end you'll be the Empress with the King of Pentacles and the Chariot. Like, the blessings will be on you, but don't take any shortcuts. And that has to do with this other person's energy and how they really are hoping that you make a mistake. And I feel like by them doing something like that, they're creating their own frequency. You create yours by not doing things in the appropriate way and by taking shortcuts. And even if you recognize who this person is, Spirit's telling you, if you shift your energy towards them, then what you're doing is like creating a loop, a time loop, right? To go exchange for in an exchange with them, like an energetic exchange, and then it holds you back too. So I feel like that's what Spirit is telling you. Use their energy that's coming towards you like fucking rocket fuel. But do not respond, because by responding, you're actually short-circuiting the trajectory, if that makes sense. Okay? That's what I have for my earth signs. Air signs, y'all are up next. Okay, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's going on with y'all? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Let's take a look at what's the blockage for you guys. What you guys got coming at you. Spirit. For Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For the month, and North Node. For the month of January, please. Can you show me for the month of January? Spirit. Coffin in reverse. Something is not over. What else, Spirit? Expectation. False person. Unexpected income. Lovers and pathway. At the bottom of the deck is great fortune. Air signs, you may feel like something's settled or somebody else around you does. And with this expectation, you know, you have two numbers here that are reach a 10. This death card in reverse is 19. Okay? That's a 10. Right? And then you have expectation, which is a 28, which is a 10. So one thing is ending and another thing is beginning. Okay? And it feels, and we just did come out of a number 9 year, and that, you know, we're going into a 10, which is a 1 year. And so there could have been some information that came to you, air signs, that solidified something. And there's clarity. But it also means you're embarking on something new. Now, false person is here. With the Neptune retrograde, and that ended, and now it's going back, and it'll go into Aquarius. No, it'll go back into Aries by the middle of February, maybe even before that. I think by the end of January. I feel like some things that you had not so much seen before, you're starting to recognize about a particular individual. Okay, Spirit says, be careful you're not looking in the wrong direction. And that because of a personal experience that you have, that you assume that it's one thing and it's another. Okay. So they just gave me like a weird example. Like, let's say you're at work and there's an individual who is going through financial problems, and somebody at work comes up with some money missing. And so everybody thinks that the person who had the financial problems did it, right? But it's really like somebody who doesn't like that person and kind of knows that it would be received like that, right? It's just something about making sure you have all your information correct, okay? Unexpected income. I feel like this unexpected income is also telling you, like, follow the money. Like, meaning, like, you'll get a better concept of like somebody's motivation. Okay? Great fortune, family room, distant horizons, and community, main female. Okay? With official person adjudication, right? So, and I feel like right now, we're going to have, I feel like all the signs may have something about justice, adjudication. Like, it feels like something about Saturn going into Aries and us having to face restrictions, or making sure that we're abiding by the structures. Okay. So let's take a look at what Spirit wants the air signs to know. What's good, John? Okay. Spirit, can you show me, please, what is it that Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius need to know? What do my air signs need to know? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node, please. Can you show me, please? What is it that they need to know right now? What is it that they need to know? What's good, Miss Laura's wisdom? You had a 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck with a 9 of Wands, okay? There's something about some kind of finances or unknown question. Maybe this has something to do with taxes, but it doesn't feel like that. Spirit, can you show me, please? Listening forward. Show me for my air signs, please. Got the Chariot cross. Something about not being able to move forward or the limitations of how far you can move. Okay, with the Nine of Cups. I feel like somebody hasn't thought something all the way out. Okay, you got the Hierophant crossed. You've got the Ten of Cups, the Empress, and the Fool, with the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Three of Pentacles underneath that, and the Seven of Cups. Let's take a look. Spirit, why is this Chariot here crossed for my air signs, please? Can you show me? Wrong deck. Why is this Chariot here crossed for my air signs? Why is the Chariot here crossed? Could have something to do with the mother figure. Leo also here with the Five of Baskets. You could have some limitations, travel limitations, communication limitations to a situation, magnetic, that you feel could have some secrets or have something to do with finances. But your space and opportunity may be limited. You may be trying to observe something or waiting for more information, but you may be limited as to getting or receiving this information. With the Nine of Cups here, Spirit, why is this Nine of Cups here? The Nine of Cups comes out with the Eight of Baskets, okay? The Eight of Baskets is crossed, okay? So there might have been some kind of walking away from a situation. Okay, with the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Feels like somebody walked away, somebody else didn't, or didn't have the liberty to do such, okay? What's good, Be So Savage? Five of Swords, okay? And then the Ten of Coins, okay? So this feels like the Ten of Coins here is feeling like family, generational wealth, legacy. Yes, it could be have a financial connotation to it, but it also feels like legacy and abdication. Okay, so you've got the Hierophant here coming out cross. This is hope and faith. This is also Taurus. This could be the law, judgment, like, you know, the judges. With the Three of Knives, okay, something could already be done. Like I said, it feels like some restriction to one person, maybe to another it isn't. I feel like because of that, there's an inability to be present. So maybe what somebody thought was a good thing, now they feel is a bad thing. Like, you know, one way or another, I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get you one way or another. Ten of Cups, Spirit, what is this? With the Ace of Coins crossed and the Devil crossed. So now it feels like a structure has been put in place. What's good, divine leaders? A structure has been put in place. And now there's limitations as to how that structure can be changed. You could be wishing that you could change the structure, but maybe you can't, right? There could be limitations at play. Maybe through relationships, connections, or location. Right? You got the Empress here, which is Libra and Taurus, but this also could be tied to abundance. Okay, with the Four of Baskets and the Mother of Coins crossed. Like I said, from your blockage cards, something is not over. There's an expectation. You could feel a particular energy coming from a direction. However, Spirit's telling you to be mindful that you are not missing the forest for the trees. It feels like somebody here is having to act as if they're okay with something, but maybe they're not. Okay, then you've got the Queen of Cups, which is the Mother card, or Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Seven of Cups, some kind of illusion. Underneath, that's the Knight of Swords, some type of real, it's like pretending to be happy or to keep some kind of proximity because you can't be close enough to see something, know something. Eight of Swords, so the crossroads, you could be forced to work with somebody that maybe you don't really want to work with, or vice versa, right? And there could be some blocking of information. And the Father of Baskets, but Spirit also reminds you that to be sure you know where the blockage is coming from and that you might be missing the mark. The Fool is here. Spirit, why is the Fool here? The Fool and the Magician, two Aries cards, okay? And this reading is for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. There's a lot of Aries energy that's going to be happening in 2026. I feel like Spirit is cautioning you, okay? With judgment, don't be so quick to judge a situation or judge somebody else, okay? Because when you have one finger pointing out, you have three pointed back at you. There feels like something could be mislabeled, misrepresented, misjudged, okay? And Four Swords, there's an opportunity to heal this, okay? Six of Baskets, heal the past, okay? The 10 of Baskets, and heal familial love and go calmer waters, right? High Priestess, but somebody needs to look within with the Two of Cups, okay? And the Three of Pentacles, and about a collaboration and feeling left out in the cold. And if there's really love at the center of it, okay? And Spirit's telling you to be careful of who gains from conflict. Okay, air signs, Spirit saying to you, who gains from the conflict? Because you might be looking in the wrong direction. You have the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. What is that about, Spirit? With the Three of Baskets, okay? Because there's something coming, an event. Look at this. Three of Wands, Three of Baskets, Three of Pentacles. 333 on the clock. Something about April and the Emperor and the Two of Coins and the Judgment and Justice and the 10 of Knives and the Six of Swords. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm looking at it's Emperor. There's options, legal, doing things the right way with the 10 of Swords can lead to the victory, okay? And the Hierophant and the World, right? Don't bet on the wrong horse. Wheel of Fortune, what has happened when you bet on the wrong horse in the past? That there's an opportunity for peace and harmony and fair and the Ace of Wands and the Star. But it's like somebody wants you to look in the wrong direction. Okay? And the 333 is reminding me of the Holy Trinity. Spirit's telling you to tap into what you really feel. Don't be swayed. Air signs. All that action happening in the house of Aries, which is the natural house of self. Spirit saying, rely on your intuition and not on what things appear like, or who might be wanting you to see something to appear in a particular way. Okay, that would be working against you. I feel like somebody gains by your confusion. Okay. Okay. And I feel like if you take the action that it feels like you get left out in the cold. Okay. Maybe if this other person did that, that would work for them. But everybody has their own frequency, and I feel like that does not work out for you. Do not take this person's advice. Okay. All right. So that means water signs: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pull up. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, North Node. Wow, guys. Over 10,000 likes. I greatly appreciate you. That is super awesome. You guys are the best. Spirit, can you show me for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, please? What do they need to know right now? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What do they need to know for the month of January, please? For the month of January, I have already done Earth, Air, and now we are on water. If you have missed your element, you can also catch the replay of this on YouTube, where it is also being streamed live. Spirit, can you show me for water signs: Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Family room. Toil and labor, crossed. Message, marriage, imprisonment. So first off, mature woman is at the bottom of the deck. Okay. There's a situation that could lead to some short-term disharmony. But I feel like there's an opportunity for something that you truly desire, water signs. But you too have to play it by the book. You've had a lot of energy in the, first off, Neptune was in Pisces for 14 years. We're all coming out of that stupor of that, okay? A very dreamy, and there were things that maybe were not clear or not based in reality, okay? And you could have felt like there was blockages in the family realm or something like that. I feel like it's best to keep it a buck in that area. Okay, I feel like it's also best to keep all contracts and agreements on the up and up, because you got the marriage card here, and this could actually be a relationship. Okay, but marriages are contracts, right? And then imprisonment, right? Mature woman at the bottom of the deck, gift, and mature man, and change. Okay, so for some of yous, right, a situation could come about where there's something comes to a culmination, and it's a question of whether this marriage will continue. And that's going to depend on whether the people in the marriage find it to be a restriction or something that adds to their life, right? But things that are collapsing now, or news that you're getting about things that are collapsing now, trying to get him to sign today. You see? These are things that you need to look at appropriately so that you can have like new beginnings. So for instance, and I tried to put it in a very polite way, I'm gonna, phrase it in another way. There could be like a connection that has had some DV, Okay, if y'all know what that means, right? And because of that, like maybe it's gone under the radar, right? And a situation arises and you didn't call, somebody else called, the neighbors called or something. This is your moment now. Okay, to either say thank you for saving me, or you're going to repeat the cycle. Water signs. So you got to decide on what side of this imprisonment are you on. Are you being freed of something that has felt like a prison? Or are you going to choose silence and imprison yourself in some way? Okay? Because this toil and labor is here crossed. It's almost like you're a little bit afraid of this change of structure or something because it's unknown. Okay, let's see. Spirit, can you show me what's going on for my water signs? Thank you guys for all the love. I greatly appreciate you. Spirit, can you show me, please? What is this for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Can you show me, please? Right? So let's say this is a different scenario. Let's say it's a job with a boss who's fucking terrible, right? Just does shit to people left, right, and center, right? And a new person gets taken into the job and they say that they have been harassed in some way, like, you know, some diabolical shit, right? And then rather than you, when they come and ask you, like, hey, could this be true? Instead of you saying, yeah, you know, I didn't see it, but I know that this person's done shit to me, right? That would be either freeing yourself, but then another way would be like, no, nothing like that has ever happened, even though you know it has, because you're afraid. So you let your silence imprison you. Like, you see how that could work two different ways? Spirit, can you show me, please? Five of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups. Leave me out of it. I don't want any parts, right? That could be that with the Sun coming out cross, okay? And the Six of Pentacles coming out cross. Try not to be the person who's not fair, okay? Also, be mindful of what side you're taking in a thing, okay? Because you've got the Queen of Wands here with the Five of Cups and the Ten of Wands, okay, and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like somebody, whether this is you or somebody else, has gotten some kind of injustice done to them. I feel like you want to stay out of it, or you're trying to keep your hands clean of this, or you may have knowledge of this, or there's something. You may be trying to just stay in the background. Spirit, can you show me? What is this? But remember, as I said, in both earth and air readings, there's something legal about January, or about this Saturnian energy that is urging us to keep it, play it straight, play it straight. It's urging us to play it straight. Thank you guys for all the love, okay? Thank you for the follow, Spirit. Can you show me, please? Why is this Five of Pentacles here for my water signs, please? What is this about with the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And the Strength card. Okay, so there could be like some kind of family situation, something that could be unjust or have something to do with money and a new beginning. And the Star card, but the ancestors are showing up here with the Page of Cups you know, kind of recommending that everything be fair or something. Okay, with the 5 of Sticks, there's some type of residual energy that shouldn't be taken into the new timeline with the 3 of Wands, okay? The 7 of Cups is here. There's some confusion or something that's not being seen, or maybe you're not seeing it. With Big Mama, okay? Whatever's hidden is going to come to light. So that's why Spirit is urging water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio to be on the up and up. For those of you that it was a situation of like some type of marital situation, I feel like if you lie for this person, it's going to come back and bite you. Okay, 6 of Wands. Okay, I feel like you win when you know, with the Hermit, play it by the rules, right? Which is very detail oriented, but also like not taking sides. Okay, the Sun is out here again, cross. Okay, don't do shit out of ego right now. Right? Don't do shit out of ego right now. Because like using that job situation that I said, like, you know, the boss is terrible, whatever. Let's say you don't like the new hire, right? But you know for a fact that what this person's saying true because it's happened to you, right? You keeping silent, or the Moon card here, the 5 of Pentacles, okay, with the Queen of Cups, which is you, and the Ace of Cups and the 7 of Baskets, okay? A, this terrible person isn't going to treat you better. If that's what you think, that's an illusion. Okay? B, you actually have an opportunity to change not only your own situation, but the situation of somebody else's. You see, there's a choice. What will you choose? Will you choose like the right thing, which might feel like it brings you inconvenience, right? 9 of Sticks, right? Do I really want to be involved in this? With the 3 of Swords, it could cause me some problems, but the 10 of Baskets, but it's the right thing. And right, maybe on the other side, you're like, but the Emperor and the 10 of Cups, maybe I could find this person's favor. Right? So Spirit's telling you to be careful about that, about appeasing the wrong thing. 6 of Pentacles coming out cross, because it feels like this person, thank you guys for so much love, feels like this person will not double back. 6 of Pentacles is cross, like they're not even in reciprocity. 6 of Cups, okay, with the 4 of Swords, they're just going to be like, well, you know, you've always done by me what I expect you to do, which is carry the burdens and the blockage and protect me and do the things that I ask you to do, and right, and so what, how I am. 4 of Coins, right? I'm still not going to give you your worth. Okay, 4 of, and then look at your face, like it doesn't pay off. Okay, Spirit's urging you to take action, right? Even if it makes you a little uncomfortable. Okay, so you've got the Ace of Wands here. Okay, Spirit, what is this about for the water signs, please? What is this about for the water signs? Thank you for the love. What is this about for water? With the Wheel of Fortune, because anything that you're giving your energy to right now, you're going to multiply, water signs. Okay? So you want to lay a new foundation for new beginnings and new directions? Or do you want to go back into the old cycle? I take personal questions at the end, okay? And you have to be a follower, right? So this feels like you have a decision to make about what you're passionate about. Are you passionate about new beginnings, about freedom, about truth, about what will make you feel in your heart of hearts most free? Okay? Because if not, I fear that you get back on some type of cyclical situation. What is this Empress here, spirit-wide? Listen, the Empress does not chase, she attracts. You have the Empress out here with the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Coins. You may have to walk away or allow something to walk away from you to get the blessings and the seed for abundance. Ten of Cups, family, generational wealth, and legacy. Also, speaking of someone, I said in the beginning that it felt like some kind of situation, and you could be free of that. And this person they will never take accountability if you don't step out of the way. But while you're protecting them, that will not happen. You see, this Emperor can only learn, right, by situational things. You have the King of Swords here with the Two of Knives, okay? So as long as everyone is accommodating the asshole boss or, the person with the bad behavior, they have no incentive to change. Do you understand? Okay? So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. What is this about with the Five of Sticks? Okay, because let's say you get out of the way. You're like, well, I just want to be quiet and humble. This person's still going to come at you. Because you might think that you're under the radar, but you're not. And just because, I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy, right? Just because somebody else might be a target today, right, doesn't mean you won't be a target tomorrow. Okay? So this isn't like politics where you should be like, well, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. It's like one of those situations where you might not really come up winning, okay? And Spirit's reminding you, water sign, to just do what's right. Don't try to weigh the shit out this time. Maybe in other scenarios that will work. I feel like this time is not about that, okay? This is about playing it straight. And that's what Spirit is advising you to do. Okay, you might really be wanting to avoid some type of conflict. I feel like the way you avoid the conflict is by keeping it a buck, keeping it 100. Okay, and any other kind of movements could actually bring new cycles of new, like, controversy or complications. Okay, that's what I have from my water signs. Okay, fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. For Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Okay, let's look at the month of January for my fire signs. This is the first element reading of the year that I have done. I have already completed earth, air, water, and we are now on fire. If you have missed your element, you can also see this replay on YouTube, okay, where it is also live streaming, Spirit. And please follow me on all platforms. Spirit, what is the blockage for the fire signs, please? What is the blockage for fire? What is the blockage for fire? Distant horizons is out here. Main male, courtship. Anything else, Spirit? False person. Occupation, concern, coffin in reverse, expectation in reverse. Watch out who you trust, especially at work. Okay? Also, if you are in a new relationship, watch who you bring around this person. Okay? Because I feel like there's something that maybe you could be overlooking. Somebody could be trying to take credit for some of your work. Somebody could be trying to covet something that's yours. Okay, or let's say you're, everybody knows that the manager position at your job is about to be open, and it's been openly discussed that you're gonna get it, and then somebody else is trying to sabotage you in the cut so that they can get the job or something like that. Okay, or you're newly engaged, you bring your friends around, but now one of your friends who is like saying low-key shit to try to maybe sow doubt. That's diabolical. That's fucking diabolical. So I take personal questions, but at the end, okay, you must be a follower. Spirit, can you show me, please, what is it that my fire signs need to know? What is it that fire needs to know right now? You got the 9 of Cups out here, okay? The 4 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups. The Ace of Wands, the King of Wands. Move your feet, lose your seat, Spirit said. Are you holding a spot for somebody who's not holding a spot for you? 7 of Pentacles. Stop standing. So as you see here, there's a woman here standing. Thank you, April. Thank you so much, my love. There's a woman here standing. Okay, and it showed me like a train, like this woman standing up so this man could sit. Like something wrong with that, right? And I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm just trying to tell you, like, there's something opposite, right? So whether male or female, it could be like you want to be overly fair. You want to be right, and somebody else could be looking out for themselves. Okay, so Spirit is telling you to be very careful of that. Thank you so much, April. Okay, Spirit's telling you to be careful. Spirit, show me. Justice at the bottom of the deck. Okay, 9 of Cups is out here. Spirit, why is this 9 of Cups out here for my fire signs? What's going on here? 9 of Cups comes out with the 8 of Baskets in reverse. Okay, now somebody could be talking or acting crazy or doing shit because they figure you'll never walk away from them. Okay, with the Hangman cross. Okay, and the Big Mama cross. Okay, Aquarius, Leo. Somebody here is overly confident, overly cocky. Ace of Coins, Big Mama, Queen of Pentacles, Daughter of Baskets, 10 of Knives. Okay, I'm going to give you a scenario. Let's say that you are taking care of a parent, fire signs, but this person's not kind to you. Okay, or let's say that you've been at a job since you left school, and you've been there for a very long time, and you have job security, but this person talks to you terribly. It's almost like whoever this person is, they may feel very comfortable, overly comfortable in a situation. You may find reasonings why you permit this behavior. You may feel like this person isn't a real threat, or you may feel like they have a reason, or they're not well, or it feels there's a reason that you're overlooking somebody's fucking behavior. That's what it looks like to me. Okay? 4 of Pentacles, what is this about? 4 of Pentacles comes out with 6 of Coins, right? And the Mother of Knives and the 4 of Coins, right? You're like, I could give back in return the same thing they give to me. Mother of Coins, this person, they're not warm and fuzzy. They're not. Okay, and I feel like you're trying to hold some restraint. The strength card, okay, new beginnings with the Fool here and the Son of Baskets and the Ace of Sticks. It's like you keep trying to have a new beginning with this connection in some way. Okay. I take personal questions, but at the end. And I feel like you keep giving somebody a pass because maybe you feel like they're not a threat or they're not powerful. But whatever the fuck it is, it's emboldening somebody to continue doing this. With the Queen of Wands, this is you, Spirit. Why is this here? Okay, with the Three of Baskets and the Daughter of Sticks in reverse, okay? So this person must be important to you in some way because although, you know, you recognize that they do this to you at events or something like that, you won't leave. It's kind of like a pet. You know, someone has a pet and they're abusive of the pet and they call the pet over and the pet is happy to go to them and then they kick the pet and then the pet cries and then they call the pet and the pet comes, right? It's like this cycle, right? Two of Cups. And Spirit is saying to the fire signs, is this the reciprocal relationship or is this Stockholm syndrome? Which is like when you fall in love with your captor. Two of Swords. Is it that you can't see that you're too close to the situation? Two of Pentacles, and that they choose to do this. And the Three of Sticks. And do you still want to take this frequency into the new beginning, fire signs? Five of Sticks, because you are fire signs. You could actually fight this. But for some reason, you're being silent with the Hierophant, with the Priestess here, and you are at a crossroads right now. Nine of Sticks. You feel like there's no other choice, but there is another choice. King of Cups. Why, Spirit? King of Cups with the Eight of Coins, okay? And then the Nine of Sticks in the reverse, the World in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, okay? You keep trying to work on something that's emotionally important to you. But this other person is not showing the restraint that you are. And they're reckless, okay, with the love, okay? Four of Sticks at the bottom of the deck. You need to find some stability for yourself because it's as if you're reaching out for somebody to create a stability with, and this person is abusing that. Ace of Wands, Spirit, why? Ace of Wands comes out with the Six of Swords cross, the Four of Baskets cross, and the Nine of Knives cross. Spirit said, I got to tell you something real straight up. This person is not looking for common waters with you. Their purpose is not to heal something. It is to avail themselves of the negative energy that they feel towards themselves, and they throw that up on you. Now, the reason why you're tolerating this is because while you're tolerating it, you can say that this person, oh, there's something wrong with them. Oh, well, maybe this time it'll work. Maybe this, maybe that. Because every time you do that, you're looking outside of yourself when really what you need to do is look within. And why do you feel the need to allow somebody to treat you in said way? And so while you keep giving them chances, you don't have to address what your reasoning is. Then you can just say, oh, well, they don't know how to act, or they had broken, or they didn't have this, and they. So while you're excusing the behavior, you don't have to look at your own. King of Wands. That is your king. Aries, Leo, and Sag. Why? Because then you don't have to take action towards maybe something with your childhood. Six of Baskets coming out crossed. Right? And what was unfair coming out with the Son of Sticks crossed. Yeah. So let's say this is a parent, like I said. So the parent maybe was a fucked up parent. So you keep trying to fix that situation. I take personal questions at the end. You keep trying to fix that relationship, right? And keep looking at why they treated you that way. Well, why did they do me like that? I don't know why they're like that. Eight of Knives. While you're questioning the they, you don't have to look at the you, and why you keep getting called back and getting kicked in the face, okay? That is your queen. Queen of Wands. Four of Sticks. You need to create the peace and the stillness that you want. And then others who are interested in that same type of stability will come towards you. Okay? But it's like you want to call the thing that has left you out of the cold perpetually. And the divine is asking you why. You already learned the lesson you were supposed to learn. But you keep returning. Right? And maybe the lesson was that you're strong enough to survive. That wasn't to say that you should keep allowing yourself to experience some sort of mistreatment. Okay? That's what I have for my fire signs. All right, this is what I'm going to do. It is a new year. I'm going to take a few questions. I'm going to take a couple from YouTube and from TikTok. Okay? Let's say 3 and 3. Make it quick. Spirit is the one who picks the questions. Okay? And go. Make sure you're a follower. I do check. Will help me to travel. I don't know what you mean by that. Queen New York, Kinsley will help me to travel. What does that mean? Okay, will they help you to travel? Is that what you're saying? Now, while you clarify that, naked, you got to be a follower. Okay, will they help you to travel? Let's see. Follow, Josh. Yeah. They may expect something. What's good, Chimeka? They may expect something in return. Okay, they could do it slowly, but yes, they will. Okay. I feel like this person may do it slowly because they want to make sure that they're going to get a return on their investment, whatever that means. Okay, that's what I have for you. Anybody from the YouTube side? Let's see. Josh. Is Nicole interested? You're next. MLG. Thank you for the gifts, my love. Is Nicole interested? And Josh. So there's some communication, but there's some blockages there. This person could be a person that they come in, then they disappear for a while, and they come back in. Okay? Hangman. All right, with the 6 of coins. And it may be that you're not the only person that has a little bit of attention on this person. So make sure that you keep your options open too until this person makes it abundantly clear. Because they could be like an air sign where they like their mood switch up and then they don't feel like talking for a couple days, whatever. Okay. So yes, there is some interest there, but it feels like this person is not too centered. Okay. If that makes sense. They could be a little bit of an air sign all over the place. Okay. Now I'm going to take one from YouTube. Then I'll come back onto the other side. Okay. So is this year I move out on my own? Okay. Let's see, Meg. MLG. Okay. Stick around, Jimmy. I'll answer that for you. Hold on. So yes, MLG, but you have to, thank you. But you have to keep your moves silent. Don't be communicating them to everybody. Okay? Stay quiet. And I feel like that will help you. Keep your coins to yourself. Don't let people pocket watch you. Okay? So you only announce it when you already have it. Okay? That's what I have for you. Okay, she said, will I move into a brick and mortar this year? There's definitely communication from it. But you have to make sure that all the steps that you take are grounded in reality and not just like dreams. Okay? That you're actually taking action towards this. Also, if you are in partnership with anybody else, you need to make sure that they're not blowing smoke up your ass about the work they're going to put in. Thank you for the gift, my love. About the work that they're going to put in. Because they could be like, oh, yeah, I went and got the permits. Oh, yeah, I went and got this. I went and got that. And they didn't do shit. Okay? So there's also a thing about, you making sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's about all these things. Okay? That's what I have for you. And let me see something here. Okay, you have to be a follower for me to answer a question. Okay, and I'll go to you, Miss Clada, your turn. I will come back to you. Applied for school. Will I be successful? There's conflict there. High Priestess, make sure you stay on top of all the details. Okay? Strength card and the World. Follow all through, okay? All the things. There are going to be some bumps along the road. Okay? And the Devil's here, but if you stay the course, okay, and save your money appropriately, you will get through it, okay? But there could be like a paperwork glitch. Do not just assume, oh, my paperwork has gone through. Like check, be on top of it, because that could set you into a new semester, okay? Be careful about that. April, I don't know if you wanted to ask a question because you were so nice to send a donation. Mathiel and Osman start a long distance relationship. Will we meet? yes. But it may be like in a halfway point. Okay? Six of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? With the Nine of Swords, there's anticipation about it, Two of Pentacles. But I want to tell you one thing. Be careful. Make sure that this person, you got what you needed. Be careful that this person doesn't have some ties and they're telling you that they don't. So, right? Or they could be worried that about you. Like they could be like, I hope that she's single, and that she's not telling me that, you know, that she's single and meanwhile she has a relationship. So just be cautious with that everything is on the up and up. But yes, you are going to meet with this person. Okay. Honestly, manifest. Is there anything I need to focus more on in business? No, you actually have Four Swords. They want you to rest a little, okay? Replenish yourself, okay? I don't know what sign you are, but you got the Virgo out here, okay? Hermit, okay? Drink your water, rest, you know, manifest, go within, you know, do the things, because you got the Nine of Pentacles here, okay? High Priestess, keeping, you know, I feel like your Mercury communication needs to be with your ancestors and not with your friends. And don't tell everything that you're doing. But I feel like yes, you're gonna do very well this year. Okay. I only answer questions to those who are following me. Okay, I'll give it another 2 minutes and then I'm up out of here. Resonates so well. Oh, thank you. Can you tell me what's happening? I'm always tired. I seen it. Rewrite so that way I don't have to go all the way up. Spirit. You're welcome. So you're not taking care of yourself. The person who wrote "Why am I always tired?" Okay. I feel like you're not taking care of yourself, like vitamins and things like that. Maybe you also work very long hours, okay? But you need to find a balance of work, play, or school play. Like there's not a balance and the anxiety is getting the best of you. Okay, you should also listen to some solfeggio frequencies when you go to sleep. You can find a ton on YouTube. But I feel like there's something about regulating your body. Okay, regulating your body and eating better so that you can get more even killed sleep. And stop worrying about what already occurred. Like it's causing you might even like wash your hair and you see like a lot of hair coming out, okay? This has to do with like your vitamin intake. Okay, that's what I have for you. Let me go back up. Give me a minute. Azil. Let me see if I find your question, honey. I know you were here before. Why is she showing up? Okay. So she gave you some of her gifts. And you know this. And whenever you have like big challenges, you dream with her. Okay. There was also, you was talking about your ex. And this ex, you may look back on this relationship maybe as the one that got away. I feel like your family member has a different perspective. I feel like this person is kind of saying, maybe not necessarily the individual, but the type is like your kryptonite, right? So they want you to look at some kind of cycle that keeps recurring with certain type of people, right? Whether they're friend, family, or lover. But when they come in that frequency and that energy, it causes a problem for you. It's like you stifle your gifts. Okay. The devil here, the 10 of cups. Okay. You also could downplay, like sometimes you know stuff, but you don't want to say something because of the way that you'll be perceived. Okay. And because of that, it's like your dreams sometimes are very erratic because it's like the only place that you'll really allow that connection to come through. But until you recognize that that's what's happening, it's going to keep happening. Okay. I feel like your grandmother wants to communicate with you. That's why she keeps trying to show you something. You keep taking it as a sign of like, should you go back to this person? And I feel like what she's trying to show you is something about the type. She may have had a similar situation, weakness, or something. Okay. I feel like she did free herself from that situation. You may not even know that because that could have been well before you were born. But I feel like there's some information that is always, it's like they're trying to show you something. And you might be the only one that has this thing like your grandmother. And that happens a lot. Okay. Like even in my family, my great grandparents were very much, this is what they did for a living, and yet like most of my family is not like that except for me, right? And sometimes it happens like that. Okay, so that's what spirit wants you to know. Let me go back up. Where are they? Somebody else wrote something. Travis, will something favor you financially? Will this year favor me financially? All right, let's take a look, Travis. Is Travis a follower before we even do it? Yes. Okay, Travis, let's see. Okay, I don't go into my private messages when I'm in the live. So you write it here and I'll answer it, Okay? Because I'm already working 2 cameras. I got it on YouTube and on the other side. So it's a lot. But I don't mind answering the questions, but I don't leave the screen. Okay, I'll look for it. Spirit, show me. What is here? Prosperous for travels. So I feel like yes. Especially that is something like, let's say you're going on a business trip or you travel for business. Yes, very much so. Make sure that you keep it legit. Okay, with the Libra and the moon card here. Okay, I feel like if you're fair and balanced, what's good, Patah? Thank you, my love. You will get the outcome that you seek. Okay, do not try to take shortcuts. All eyes will be on you. Okay, I feel like if you try to make shortcuts, that's the problem that you run into. But I feel like yes, it is a good year for you. Okay. All right, so let me go back up. Diamond. Amina, will I get over the situation that I'm in right now? Thank you, my love. Thank you, Ta Spirit. Spirit, can you show me? So you're freed from a situation, but your heart isn't, because it affected your self-worth. And this is now a season for healing, but you need to face a truth about how communication was used against you to prompt movement from you, and this person knew what they were doing, and now you have to set healthy boundaries for yourself and learn how to block these kinds of situations. Okay, because Spirit is saying you're very attractive, but if you don't see yourself in a way that is worthy, then these individuals will come in and they will know that the way to harness you and your power is to make you feel left out in the cold so that you will try harder. Okay, so they make you feel a sense of rejection. Like this is giving like daddy issues, right? Like abandonment issues. So if they recognize that you have an abandonment issue, then it's easy to exploit it. So Spirit is saying that the wound that you're having, thank you so much, my love. The wound that you're having is because this person spotted a already wound that you had. And that if you want to close that wound forever, because it didn't start with this person, although you may feel like it did. That's the way. Okay? That's what I have for you. Amina, I need a job, but I don't know what to do. Should I keep applying? I'm just confused, really. Spirit, can you show me, please? Can you show me, please? Employment, Amina? What does she need to know? Spirit, show me. So first off, I feel like Father of Knives, Eight of Sticks, Railroad, and the Son of Sticks. I feel like you need to work on your interview skills. Secondarily, there's going to be a masculine who's going to give you a chance. I feel like this is a day where maybe it's in a store or something, but let's say this person says, come on in. I want to see how you do. Let's see. Let's give it a day. We'll check it out. You get paid at the end of the day. And right. Don't talk too much. Okay. Not saying you should be silent, but I feel like this person is very, like they're an air sign. Okay. Communication style matters to them. And I feel like you come from a different environment than them. And it would serve you better to speak less, do more. I feel like your actions will speak louder than your words at this time. And you could speak out of nervousness, and that could sabotage an opportunity for you. Somebody is more concerned with your diligence and not what you have to say. Okay? So try not to give away too much information about yourself at this time. Somebody could make a judgment and not understand what they're judging. Okay? That's what I have for you. Yeah, you're very talkative. Spirit said, cut it out. Okay? Because you might start in your nervousness, like bubbling out, blah, 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 and this person's like, oh, that doesn't fit in this environment. Meanwhile, you would have fit perfectly in the environment based on your skills. So just don't talk yourself out of a new opportunity because you don't know how the lay of the land works. Okay? Comfy, you got to be a follower. So Nasi, I'm just going to say because I'm really bad at pronouncing names. Will my marriage get a second chance? Let's take a look. I'm going to pick one more question, and then that's it. Spirit. Will Nasi get a second chance in this marriage? Somebody is very stuck on their perspective of something. And if you were a little bit sneaky, you're going to have a hard time. If this person was sneaky, they could be using this being stuck on a position to avoid having to work on something. But soon, it feels like one person is open to communication and the other person is not. There's an argument that's going to happen. It could have something to do with money. Crossroads, 10 of sticks, okay? And I would say, quite honestly, that you may find out by the end of this that although somebody says they're going to work on it with you or something, that they're really manipulating you, and you may not. By the end of this situation, I feel like you don't really want this because you're going to recognize like somebody's the underbelly of something, and how they maybe were making you out to be the wrong person. Or this could be the reverse. Like, let's say you did something wrong. Now you got caught up. The person doesn't want to talk to you about it, and they're just looking for an out because of it. Okay. That's what I have. Oh, I gotta be a follower. Yeah. Okay. I am done. I'm going to leave it there. I am wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.